Hello, and welcome to Sit-A-Bit's online relaxation. I'm Hilda, and you're with me safely inside my office in the Annapolis Valley, Nova Scotia, but we're looking out on the backyard. The tree in front of us is the mokel tree, which you'll find out more about later on. But last night, today's December 7th, and last night we had a dusting of snow. And everything was very pretty, and almost like it was ice so that people would feel more Christmassy. The card we pulled today was Divine Guidance. And if you listened to the card, it made it all seem so simple, didn't it? So I invite you to join me for the next few minutes talking about divine guidance. In order to do that, it helps to get inside our plexiglass box. And to go there, all we have to do is place our hands on either side of our navel with the middle fingertips touching. And as you inhale through the nose, you're going to notice that your fingertips move apart. And when they move apart, the bigger the breath that you inhale, the more they're going to move apart. And then as you hold it, you're going to find that your hands maybe are further apart than you thought they were, or maybe not as far apart as you need them to be. So hold it. And if you haven't moved them very far apart, take another little sip of air. And then as you exhale, your hands are going to go back together again. It seems so simple, but deep breathing is absolutely fundamental. And probably 95% of adults don't know how to do deep breathing. And this is what I've taught them throughout the years. Which I find kind of funny, that of all the things to teach people, it's how to do breathing. But we all knew it when we were babies. And then something came along and scared us. And we had our first shallow breath. And from that moment on, we ceased breathing as deeply as we did. And many people, as I said, that I've worked on, have had this problem of not being able to get back to that space until they relearn it. So let's do that again. Hands on either side of the navel. And hold it. This time you're going to notice that your shoulders are lifted up. Your chest is brought up. Your backbone is straighter. You may even be able to move your shoulders so that it feels like your elbows are going in your back pocket. You're going to feel a burn in between your shoulder blades if you've been sitting at the computer for a long time, or being able to just not get up and move around and stretch and do the things we need to do to keep ourselves balanced. And exhale. This time as you inhale, imagine that you have a plexiglass box around you. And this box is as wide as your arms are when they're fully outstretched, and as tall as they are when they're lifting up to the sky. And as thick as it needs to be depending on this moment in time. You may be in a very quiet spot, in which case you could have saran wrap thickness. You may be in the middle of a city. You may be in the middle of chaos. Who knows? Depending on where you are. That's how thick you make it at this very moment in time. And exhale. When you breathe in this time, invite your Creator and your highest selves and your all-knowing being in with you in this sacred space where you're going to talk to yourself through your Creator. And exhale. This time as you inhale, ask yourself, do you accept that something as simple as your breath is your Creator's message for you? Excuse me. And your response back to the Creator is what you do with that breath. What you use that breath, how you spend that breath? Are you living in joy and happiness, or are you living in bitterness and sorrow? Are you welcoming things that come into your life, or are you shielding yourself from anything that could possibly come into your life? Do you find that sometimes, regardless of how hectic the world gets, that when you need to slow down, the only thing you need to do is breathe deep? And so let's do that. Ask your Creator. First of all, before you ask, express gratitude for this very breath, for every breath you have, which, if you're an adult, is between 16,000 and 20,000 breaths per day. I'll repeat that. Between 16,000 and 20,000 breaths per day. So you have lots of time to listen to what your Creator is telling you. And if you don't start with the breath, then nothing else matters. So express gratitude for all the breaths that you've had, considering how many days you've lived, how many years you've lived, how many decades you've lived. That's a lot. And when your Creator chooses you to breathe life into, you have to do something with it, because it's a gift. And so ask your Creator to show you exactly what your breath is supposed to do, how it's supposed to be just like one of these little snowflakes. That's all it is. We're each one of us a little snowflake. But just like a snowflake, each one of us are totally individual. And whatever our individuality, whatever our uniqueness allows us to be, is what we need to search for. And if you notice the people who are truly joyful in life, those are the people that have let their Creator work through them. They've not only taken in the breath, but they've used it to their best advantage. And they've paid back their Creator by using it creatively, and by using their compassion and their love and everything that the Creator wants us to do. They don't feel cheated. They don't feel bitter. They feel engaged. They feel joyful. And that's what we strive for. And it seems the more people I talk to who have lost that connection with their Creator are searching for it. And they know that it's something very, very important is missing, but they don't know how to get it. And if they knew the simple truth that anything and everything that comes through us begins with our breath, then it makes it so much easier, because after that is where other decisions are made. So let's take a nice deep breath in. A little deeper this time. Maybe you want your Creator to talk a little louder to you. Maybe you want a little bit more inspiration to do the things you need to do. Or maybe you only want to know that you can breathe deep again. Hold it. And exhale. This time as you inhale, promise yourself today you're going to live your best part that you can through your breath. And that every time you think of what it is you need to do, you're going to breathe deep. And that if you need to stop in the middle of whatever, you will take deep breaths until you become back to center again, until you can hear your Creator talking to you again. And it's only through your breath that you can do that. Take another nice deep breath in. Invite your Creator to work with you, through you, by you, from you, so that you can be the very, very best you can be. And exhale. This time as you inhale, thank your Creator and your highest selves and your all-knowing beings for showing up and giving you the information that they have so that you can carry on with your day. And exhale. And this time when you inhale, take a look around your plexiglass box. If there's anything that you need cleaned up, now's a good time to do it. And let it go. And this time, As you inhale, congratulate yourself for you. Until the next time, namaste.